Hey, I'm Dr. Jennifer Seymour, and I've been messing around with TurnItIn for several days, have some wisdom about it, and wanted to share it with you. To begin with, Paul and Steve made a great video that helped us figure out where to go on Blackboard, which is to Course Tools down here in the Course Management section, and all the way down here to TurnItIn assignments, not by groups, just assignments. We click on that, we go into a draft box, we submit a report. This is all anonymous, so blah, 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 and of course, blah, blah, blah. It's a Peanuts classroom. I'm going to pick a pile. We'll pick in examples of student reports. That is one of the handouts that goes with this video. And we upload it, and that takes a little while, and it takes a little while to get our assignment. So I've got here ready to show you what it looks like when we have our assignment. So here's a student's assignment. It's crazy. We have to click on the green box, not the file, that's the document. The green box will give us the TurnItIn report. And that looks like this. We get it into the TurnItIn document viewer. Now there is a different view that you can use that's called the text only report, and I would recommend this one instead. The first reason is when you go into the document to begin with, Steve and Paul showed us you can go here and you can put in your first 4 words and get rid of that 2% and click on the bibliography and the quotes, make sure they're excluded. And you go back over here to get your matches. And really what I found out is that this information is pretty useless. Basically, it's just noise. It's lots and lots of noise. And my initial approach to TurnItIn was, well, I want to get rid of all the noise. I want to get rid of all the things that aren't actually plagiarism, because I want my students just to focus on the plagiarism. That is ridiculously difficult. It takes forever. Don't try it. I did. I know. Instead, what I would do is I like this viewer too, because you can go up and just scroll through the video, through the text, looking for things that look like they might be plagiarism, and kind of scan over the things like goal setting, purpose, study, exam, and those aren't plagiarism, they're just commonly used words together. No big deal. Instead of trying to delete all of those, you want to just pick out the ones that are plagiarism. And I prepared ahead this one, 24. I'm pretty sure we need to fix. We need to do something about it. So I come to it, I can click on it, and I can see exactly where this exact sentence came from. So I can show the student that yes, it is plagiarism, we need to try to reward it. Now the really cool thing is that a colleague sent me a document that had screenshots. So that's what I'm going to show you how to do today. All you really need to do is go to the right up hand corner of your keyboard, and there's usually a delete key there, but next to it, or maybe the next one over, there's a print screen button. Some of them have different labels on them, but you can figure it out. All you need to do is hit that print screen button, go to a Word document, and here I already have an example of one of them in there. That's what we're going to end up with. And I'm going to paste that screenshot. Now I have 2 screens here and there's lots of noise. So really easy way to get rid of it is you want to right click on the box and you get this crop tool option. You want to use that. It'll turn all the things on the edges here to black little lines. That way you can pull it in to just the plagiarism that you want the student to see. And you click outside the box to stop the cropping. I'm going to click on it again and drag it to make it bigger. And you can make it bigger or smaller depending on your preference. My screen's kind of scrolled out too. I think I would maybe a little bit bigger. I'm not sure. Anyhow, the nice thing is then the student has it in the context of their paper. They have the evidence that it is actually plagiarism, and in this case they even have the page number up there so that they can easily find and fix what it is they need to fix and not have to worry about everything else. There is another way that's a little bit more simple. Once you get your originality report that looks like this, there's still a lot of noise in this, and I can see my perfectionist students thinking they have to fix every single one of these. So I want to be able to select out of here what they can use. It turns out there's a lot of things you can't do to a PDF, but you can select and copy and go back to your example of a student report. Here's one thing the student already had in there that they need to fix, and here's another one. So the student, you can just go through and make a list like this. The student just has that document, or you can learn how to do print screen and cropping and provide them with this view, which is a little bit more helpful. I hope this has helped you. The result is that I get two things. One, I get a document for my students where they only have the issues they need to deal with. Two, once they deal with those issues and we put it through TII again, I will get a lower similarity percentage. And finally, I don't have to spend a lot of time, effort, and frustration getting rid of all or excluding all the matches that the computer made. Instead, we just extract out the possible plagiarism, deal with it, and then whatever number we end up with, it's really okay. Michelle and Steve and others have said there's no magic Turnitin number. We just want to make sure that there's no plagiarism in there. Thanks for listening. I hope this helped you.